He signed a 1-year deal with the Raiders, and he's expected to get the veteran minimum. According to my man Tom down here, that's going to be a little bit over $1 million. He last played with the Buffalo Bills in 2017 because he retired, needed to take some time off. Going through some stuff here mentally, so that's where we're dealing with that. One word, okay? 1-year deal for Richie Incognito. Now, one-word reaction for the Raiders signing Richie Incognito. I want to see what you guys put here in the comments section. Let's get some reactions to this, all right? So this show is not about us. The Raider Nation, you guys are always saying there's one nation. Well, let's prove it here. Let me get your exact details or the one-word reaction on the Raiders signing Richie Incognito if you're watching on YouTube and on Facebook. Now, he signed a 1-year deal with the Oakland Raiders. That contract is expected to be for the veteran minimum. You're going to be expecting a little bit over $1 million. I would be very surprised if they gave him almost anything guaranteed. They're going to say, hey, man, you're going to have to come in and prove it. He last played with the Buffalo Bills in 2017, but when he played with the Buffalo Bills, 2015, 2016, and 2017, he was a Pro Bowler all those years. I think one of the reasons why the Raiders went out and got Richie Incognito is that they didn't invest in anybody in the draft. And when you saw that offensive line, when you looked at their entire offensive line, I think we could all agree that Denzelle Good was the weak spot. So now you have Colton Miller, and now you have Richie Incognito protecting that left side, which is a really important side for a quarterback. So I want to hear everybody in the comments section a one-word reaction to the Raiders signing Richie Incognito. I see Asso says cheap. Jeremy says needs. Gamer says smart. Jeremy also says risk. I'm totally with you. Manny, can't swear on YouTube. So you can imagine it's butthole, but with a different word that begins with an A. All right, let's get some comments here on YouTube. Paul Luevano. Here, all caps. I love it. All right, hang on. Tom Cable starts the first fight at Raiders facility. Hashtag, love it. You know what? That's probably one that we should have put in there. Who's going to start the first fight? Richie Incognito or Tom Cable? They might fight each other. I would probably put my money on Richie Incognito, and maybe we get some odds here sooner or later. But who starts the first fight? How about this? Tom Cable or Richie Incognito? Let me know in the comments section. Derek Castellano is staying incognito. Get a picture. Is low risk, high reward. See, I don't necessarily agree with that because I think team chemistry is very, very important, especially when you have all these new players in a locker room. As soon as team chemistry goes out the window with a lot of big name and big fiery players, things are going to get interesting. Low risk, high reward. I'll say medium risk, hopefully high reward. All right, Steven, what's going on, my man? Thank you for watching the Raiders Report. And for everybody who's just joining us, you're probably just joining us because you don't have your YouTube notifications turned on. So here at the Raiders Report, when I go live, if you have those YouTube notifications turned on, you'll know exactly when I do. You'll get that nice little notification. And then you're up on screen. So, Steven, do you think Josh Jacobs will get more rushing yards with this signing? It might help his rushing ability. They might run the football a little bit more. But if you guys know I did my 5 breakout players, I think Josh Jacobs could be around that 1,100 total yard mark. But he's going to have to get close, I think, 250 touches in order to do that. But if you guys think that it's going to help, throw it in the comments section. Raphael Watt. He's going to bully Colton Miller. Well, I don't know who Colton Miller is, but Colton Miller, our left tackle, is a pretty big dude. And maybe he's going to toughen him up a little bit. I mean, Colton struggled with some injuries last year, and there's been some reports out there that he's kind of soft. So maybe Richie will toughen him up a little bit. But Colton Miller... You guys yell at me when I spell things wrong, so Raphael, spell his name right. Matthew, one of my most loyal watchers. How crazy. This is another thing that we always talk about here. Why type crazy with a K? Like, I feel like C is closer to R, so C-R-A-Z-Y would save you more time than typing K-R-Z-Y. It's the same when we see people spell good, G-U-D. Why? Why don't you just spell 2 O's? You guys know I can't spell, but how crazy. All right, Matthew, thanks for watching. I know, going on a tangent. Erwin D. Lone, or D. Leon. Yeah, I can't read. WrestleMania. WWE. I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, I had a guy from WrestleMania send me a nice little like. Tyler Bray, or Bray, I think that was the name. So, one-word reaction to the Raiders signing Richie Incognito. How about this? What's a better chance? Richie Incognito making a Pro Bowl or winning a Royal Rumble? You guys can throw that in the comment section at this point. One-word reaction to the Raiders signing Richie Incognito. They signed him to a one-year deal. It's expected to be the veteran minimum. So you're looking at just over $1 million. I don't expect it to be a lot of guaranteed money. I don't want to say I don't expect from Richie. I just hope that we can get the good Richie, okay? So you guys are seeing some comments here flowing in. Optimistic from Gamer. Joe Daddy says beast. Speaking of beast mode. Hell yeah, that's 2 words, but I'm okay with it. Tony says dominate. Hey, I hope that the Raiders mentor. What? A mentor. If you want Richie Incognito as a mentor, I'm a little bit concerned for you. Like, oh, what? A mentor? That's like asking Bill Cosby to babysit your kids. 906 Gaming. So this is legit. Raiders signed offensive guard Richie Incognito. 906 Gaming. That's for Chucky Heads. Believe it, baby. They've signed Richie Incognito to a one-year deal. Expected to get the league. Oh, my God. I keep saying league. The veteran minimum. I'm shook by this Incognito news. Last played for the Bills in 2017, where he made the Pro Bowl in 2015, 2016, 2017. The guy has a cloudy past since Nebraska in 2003, where he was basically, he got charged. And then this past year where he's trying to cut off his dad's head at a funeral and punching caskets and having Glocks and all sorts of guns in his car. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a fiery dude who's not afraid to hold anything back, and now you're pairing him with Tom Cable. But when you consider all the moves that the Raiders have made this offseason, Incognito, you're going out, you get Burfict, you get Antonio Brown. There's a lot of fiery people, and why I think it is must-watch television. So do you want the Raiders to be on Hard Knocks this year? I want you to type a Y for yes or N for no. A lot of people are like, Mitch, I want the Raiders to be on Hard Knocks in 2020. Okay, if that's the case, then the Raiders have to miss the playoffs in 2019. I don't want to miss the playoffs in 2019. So if you could tell me right now, either Raiders on Hard Knocks in 2019 and then make the playoffs, I'll take that over the Raiders missing the playoffs and being on Hard Knocks their first year in Vegas in 2020. So do you want the Raiders to be on Hard Knocks? I want you to type Y for yes and for no if you're watching on YouTube and if you're watching on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, this question is coming in from Christian. They did their homework before they just jumped and signed him. Look at how long it took to ink him. Great pickup. Got to be tough in the trenches. I totally agree. You have to be tough in the trenches. But in terms of doing their homework, if you're doing your homework, you just go on the internet and you look at this guy's past. Like, that's like me saying I'm giving you a resume and then the entire thing on my resume is just covered with horrible things that I've done in the past. Like, on the field, this is going to be a good move if Richie Incognito can keep his head on straight. But he's never been able to do it, and it's a worry for me. But in terms of, I guess, on the field, it's going to be tough in the trenches. But he also was retired, and if he was trying to get mentally clear, he might not be in football game shape. I mean, he is 35 years old, so take everything with a grain of salt here. All right, Daniel Diaz, get a picture. Can we just have a Modelo and tacos? I mean, I'm definitely not against tacos. Does anybody got beer? Can somebody hand me my beer? Since we signed Richie Incognito, is it too early for a beer? What time is it? It's 9:48 in the morning, Central Time. And it looks like, you guys already opened it for me. Y'all too kind. All right, that's what Richie Incognito makes me do. Whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Modelo. Nah, you guys need some other beers. You need some stuff from Boulevard Founders. Those are some better beers in my opinion. J-Bay. I heard he's gotten better after he got to the Bills. Hopefully he's that good guy for us. Jay, this is my only thing, okay? So he played for the Bills in 2015, 2016, 2017. In 2018, he had to leave. And in August 2018, he was arrested and taken into custody after an incident at his father's funeral. Not quite what I would think. Also, he's allegedly threw a tennis ball and a dumbbell at somebody at the gym in 2018, so he's doing good. And he wanted his father's head cut off at a funeral. To be honest, that scares me the most out of everything I've heard out of Richie Incognito. The fact that he wanted to cut his father's head off for research purposes. Dad, I love you. I can promise, never going to happen. Charles Farrell, emotion. He's going to be an emotional player. But I am also worried he's going to stir up a lot of emotions with some other players on the team. The Raiders signed a ton of big-name players with fiery personalities. When things are going to go well, or when things are going well, I think you're going to see the Raiders happy-go-lucky. If things start out rough, it's going to be really, really interesting. That's all I'm saying. So when you talk about fiery personalities, players with emotion, these are the three players that come to my mind right now on the Oakland Raiders. So who's going to start the first fight? I don't think it's a matter of, like, if. It's a matter of when there's going to be a fight at the Raiders camp. And, hey, guess what? You first got it covered. It's going to be me. Believe it, baby. So who's going to start the first one? Type AB for Antonio Brown. RI for Richie Incognito. VB for Vontaze Burfict. If there's a name that I don't really have on screen, you can comment it below. If you think it's going to be Tom Cable, type TC. Raider Nation, please, what I want you to do is react, okay, on YouTube and on Facebook to the Oakland Raiders signing offensive guard Richie Incognito. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.